Woo! Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Game Aim Plus, where my aiming is gaming. I'm your host, the Boy G, and we gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right, in this video, we are gonna talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 possibly costing $600, $700, and even $800. Yes, I know that sounds absolutely insane, and it's flabbergasting. I know. I don't like it. Alright, the Nintendo Switch 2 was supposed to cost $450, which we still kind of think it still is, maybe, but it's not. Okay, the Nintendo Switch 2 was supposed to be able to be pre-ordered today on April 9th, right? I mean, that's what it used to be, that's what it was originally, until Nintendo delayed it. Yes, they delayed it. Now, they still say that the Nintendo Switch 2 will launch on June 5th. That's perfectly fine with me. But now, we're lost because we don't know how much this thing is going to cost. And it really probably will cost around $600, $700. $600, $700 for a Nintendo Switch 2. That's literally PlayStation 5 freaking prices, and we don't want that. That's not what we want. Alright, so ever since this whole thing with the tariffs thing and with the government and the Donald Trump and him getting his Trump on and doing his Trump-leany thing, and starting to charge more for people to import things from other countries into our country, from China, from Vietnamese and wherever, and this place and that place. Now it's gonna cost more to bring that stuff over here because of Trump and whatever his little ruling of the tariffs. And I know, and I'm not the best person to inform you about these tariffs things. In case you don't know what the tariffs are, Google it and it'll tell you. But basically, things that get made in other countries, and if it gets shipped into the United States, we are going to charge you a fee. Now the United States will charge them a higher fee now. Originally, the Nintendo Switch 2s were being made in China, but ever since the China have gotten hit with the whole tariff thing, Nintendo moved production to Vietnamese, whatever, to the Vietnamese, whatever. So, whatever, now it's there now. But then now, on today, April 9th, the tariffs hit there. So now, and it hit over there like 40-something%. I don't know. It's a lot of crap. Alright, so basically, the Switch is going to cost more because to get it shipped into the United States, it's going to cost more. So, therefore, it's going to make the Nintendo Switch cost go up. And hopefully not. So, from the Vietnamese or whatever, over there, right? It might get boosted up to like $500 and like maybe $69 or something like that. And that's a lot. That is a lot. I'll probably have up here like a little picture of something of all the prices of what it could possibly be from all these other different states and places and stuff like that. So, yeah, you'll have that up here for you. But it sucks, and it's a lot, and I don't know. Regardless, I'm going to buy a Nintendo Switch 2 because I have to. This is what I do. Alright, I play games, I play Nintendo, I play the Switchies. Okay, so I gotta get the Switch 2. This is my thing, my job. So, but it sucks for other people because not a lot of people can afford $600, $700 for a new console, or they don't want to pay $600, $700 for a Nintendo Switch 2. They might feel like it's still not powerful enough to even want to pay that much money. Now, me, I would pay that much money, and I am going to pay that much money for a Nintendo Switch 2, because to me, it will be worth it. The games are worth it, and just Nintendo is worth it. But I don't feel like they should raise up the price. I feel like maybe I want to say take the hit, but at the same time, no. But I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in, Nintendo isn't hurting for money. They get money all the time, and if they still keep charging $450 for the Nintendo Switch 2, take a little hit, they'll still make it up from, when people buy, obviously when they buy games, for software for the hardware, when they buy games or other Joy-Con controllers or other Pro controllers or the GameCube wireless controller for the the GameCube online service, or if they buy the new little camera that or whatever, any other accessories or stuff, they'll make all that money back. You feel me? Plus some, plus more. So I don't know. All this government crap and the tariff thing and 40-something% charging extra for the, I don't know. I don't like it. Okay, I do not. But I get it. I get if they did raise up the price for the Switch 2, I would understand, and I see why they would have to. The Switch 2 isn't the only thing gonna get raised up. Anything that comes from out of our country, the United States, that come into, it's going to cost more. From shoes, from clothes, toys, cars, this, that, iPhones, everything. Yes, your iPhones, you're gonna have to start paying more, around like $300 something extra on whatever you already paid. For we buying a whole new phone, and they already cost a ridiculous amount. These new iPhones cost more, double, triple of what the Nintendo Switch 2 costs, and that is ridiculous. It is just a phone. That is wild to me. What are we paying for in these brand new expensive phones? Please tell me what. The camera, extra space. I know what you're talking about. No graphics on a phone, right? Anyways, whatever. But yeah, everything's gonna get raised up. It's not just the Switch 2, okay? Everything is. And that really, really sucks. And they can't just start manufacturing them here in the United States, because that would even cost more. That would take so many years for them to get together and then to work that out. And it would take 4 or 5 years for the Switch, even longer for the Switch 2 to come out. We ain't got time for all that. So it's just, we're gonna just have to pay whatever they charge us. And hopefully it's not an arm, a leg, and an ear, whatever. Like, don't go crazy, all right? I was already willing to pay $400 or $450 for a Nintendo Switch 2. It may be a $500, because if you have to raise up the price to something, raise it up to just like $480 or maybe $500. Hopefully not. But yeah, all of this sucks. It really does. And yeah, it's a lot of people are gonna take a hit, and a lot of people are gonna suffer from all of this, and that sucks. It's like an electronic apocalypse. Like, that's what this kind of is, basically, and that's sad. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to work it out. For the people that can't afford that, I'm sorry. It really does suck, because I'm pretty sure there's people out there that have been saving their money. They already got it saved to where they want it. They have a plan of how much they can spend, what they can't spend, and they've been preparing for months. And then now it's like, guess what? Hey, your $450 isn't enough. We're gonna charge you around $500, $600, $700 because we have to. And they can do that, especially I think via Vietnamese, wherever it's coming from. Right? I could be saying it wrong. Hopefully I'm not saying it wrong, but I guess we're going to find out, right? But yeah, they can charge, 40% more, 50% more. They can charge double, the $450 could jump to $900 that quick. Hopefully it does not. Do not do that. That would be ridiculous. If the Nintendo Switch 2 costs more than a PlayStation 5 Pro, the world ain't gonna like that at all. I wouldn't like that. That would be redonkulous. Like, I'm talking about Donkey Kongulous Bonanza. You see what I did there? Whatever. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. But we're just gonna have to see what they do. We're gonna have to see what it is and whatever. I don't know. I'm just a guy with a camera that does videos about Nintendo and their products and games. Whatever. I don't know. I guess that's all I got, guys. You guys, you let me know how you feel about all of this. The Nintendo Switch 2 being delayed, the pre-orders, the pricing, $600, $700, $800 maybe for this bad mamma jamma. Oh God, Sally, please don't let it be that much. Let me know how you feel about all of this in the comments. Talk to your boy and let's chitty chat. But yeah, there you go, guys. Game Aim Plus, please subscribe. Click that little bell button. That way every time I upload a new video, it'll pop up on your phone like, you feel me, dog? You feel me? But yeah, y'all have a great morning, afternoon, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. And I'll catch you in the next one. Booyah! Woo!